Do you need an enclosure for your fiber laser? Well, I might have the answer to your problems, so stick around. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to do a quick review on this laser enclosure that I got from Tico Laser. Now, they are not a sponsor of this review. They don't even know that I'm making this review. But we do have a sponsor today, and that sponsor is PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for turning ideas into reality. If you're into 3D printing, electronics, or rapid prototyping, PCBWay has something seriously cool to offer. Not only do they specialize in high-quality PCB fabrication and assembly, but they also offer CNC machining, sheet metal fabrication, 3D printing, and injection molding, all in one place. You can even order custom parts for your electronic projects like enclosures or mechanical components and get them machined or printed with precision. Their instant quoting system makes it super easy to upload your files, pick materials, and get a price fast. Plus, their community project sharing platform lets you browse and download open source designs from fellow makers. Check out PCBWay.com and bring your next project to life. Let's crack into this box. I'm not going to go through the entire bit here, but we'll kind of see what we got in here, and I'm going to put this thing together, and eventually we'll get my Haotian 80-watt JPT MOPA fiber laser in this enclosure. And you know, one question that you might be thinking to yourself is, do I really need an enclosure for my fiber laser? And I had that same question, and the answer is probably yes. Now, I was doing some cleaning in the shop, and I don't even do that many coins. I've probably done 10 or 12 coins since I got my laser. And I started noticing that there is a lot of brass dust in my shop. And that's not good, because that means that it's going places that it shouldn't. I have a AC Infinity fan. If you've been watching the channel, you've probably seen that fan. I've got, 4-inch hosing going to it. So I thought I was doing all right. But yeah, definitely things were getting out into the general air. And I want to contain that. And then obviously this is going to be a little safer because we will have all of that wonderful light enclosed. So let's see what we've got. The A1 is finished, so let's see what we've got in here. So looks like we've got a lot of insulation foam that he's using for packaging. That's kind of cool. Looks like our corners and everything are well covered. Make sure that nothing gets damaged in shipment. Let's see. Hopefully that is not. Oh, that does not look good. That looks like a 3D printed part that is broken, but I'm sure we can hopefully get that taken care of. All right, I've got a quiet USB cooling fan in here. I've got all my hardware, etc. I'll set that back here, and we'll start. Ooh, man. So there's a few more pieces of that. We'll pull all of this out, and we'll get the box out of here, and we will go from there. Look at. So, Tico Laser, made in the USA. Innovative tools and accessories for laser machines. Get our knife back out here. Hopefully there are some instructions in here. Ha, paper, I like it. Right, so we've got our light. That was an accessory. Frame caps. Those are going to go on the end pieces. What do we got here? Door handles. Okay, that's cool. 3D printed. We've got some nuts and our hinges. Got our Tico Laser sticker and a thank you. Thank you for your business. So we'll take a look at that a little bit. I've got my invoice. I'm not going to tell you how much this was, just because I'm sure, you know, as times change, prices may change, and I don't want to lock them into any kind of thing. They'll give you a quote on everything, and there's a lot of different options and upgrades you can get. So now we've got our assembly instructions. So we'll go ahead and kind of crack right into everything. Okay, here we are. We got it over into the shop, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well, but this is the reason that I really wanted to get this enclosure. I started noticing in the shop that I had this really fine layer of light brass colored dust. And like I said, I haven't even done that many coins, but that means it's getting places that I don't want that to be. So I want to try and get all of that out where it belongs and not in my lungs. So we've got the laser in here, so now you can see what we've got going on here. And as you can see, now I did have to, this was on my laser, this was on the tower. So I did have to remove that. I'll figure out exactly where I want it. I could mount it, you know, to the plexiglass if I wanted to. I can leave it down here, or I may put it on the outside. Just depends on how I figure out. But as you can see there, as we go up and down, we've got those bristles there that are going to help keep this semi-sealed. And yeah, I've got the fans installed here. I've got those on. They are USB powered, and there's actually even a little junction on there that I didn't even realize. And that junction, let me stand on this side because I think I'll be a little brighter and hopefully my head's not too cut off. But that junction will allow me to plug in the USB without having to run a separate cable. So there's like a female connector up there. So we'll shift over to the Pocket, the Osmo Pocket, just to give you another quick look around in here. So again, we've got our fans up there. We've got the bristles in the back. We've got our 4-inch port. And then we can go ahead and close everything up. I still have my viewing window in there, so nice large window, almost the entire side or size of the work area. So really easy to see what's happening inside the laser safely, so you don't have to worry about your goggles. And then up here we can see the connections, and here is that female connector that I was talking about. So yeah, all I got to do now is figure out my exhaust situation, and then we'll be able to run a test. All right, I have not completely nailed down my exhaust. I'm actually in the process of printing something slightly different, but we're gonna work on a little coin here, and that is the whole point, kind of keep everything contained. And I was able to get the part that was broken in shipping, printed that off, so we are ready to rock and roll. Okay, everything is running, and it's looking good. I got my ventilation situation all figured out. So I have now gone from a 6-inch hose on the outside, printed myself a 6-inch to 4-inch adapter. It's about a 100mm hole in the side of the plexiglass there, or the acrylic, and then a small hose, and then I made this fume hood there, so we've got really good airflow now, and yeah, great. Let's talk about the pros and cons. We're going to start with the pros. Number one, it's really easy to assemble. It will only take between 10 and 20 minutes to put the enclosure together. Most of the work has already been done for you. It has a nice build quality. It's made primarily from extruded aluminum and laser cut acrylic panels. Everything was solidly fastened together already. The pre-cuts on the protective film and pre-drilled holes are really nice touches. It has a really large viewing window. There is no need to open the enclosure to get a better view. It's custom made. They reach out to you when you order to ask for the build dimensions of your particular fiber laser so that the enclosure fits perfectly. It's also really easy to modify. My enclosure was originally set up for the side door to open on the left. All that I had to do to change this was move the magnetic latch and the catch plate from one side to the other. The holes for the catch plate were already pre-drilled for me. There are many options available. It's nice to have the ability to customize the enclosure when ordering. I was able to add some upgrades and future-proof my investment. And finally, they have great customer service. More on that in a little bit. And now for the cons. Now, I'm really happy with this enclosure, and the only con I have relates to the quality control. There were a few issues that I encountered with my order besides the broken doorstop that you saw during the unboxing. I was sent the assembly manual for a single door unit despite me ordering a two-door model, but I sent Tico a message on Facebook at 10:22 p.m. Central Time to let him know about the broken part and the manual issue. He immediately responded and sent me an installation video, and he offered to jump on a video call if I needed any help. He also sent over the STL file for the broken part, which I was able to 3D print myself. Now, during the assembly process, I realized that the side panel wasn't the right size, and I sent him a picture. He apologized profusely for the error, and by the following afternoon, I had a tracking number for the new panel. So, while there were a couple of small issues with my order, I will gladly take outstanding customer service with a customer-focused attitude over the many companies that I'm sure we've all dealt with where you get a hold or where you can't get a hold of anyone, or their solution is ridiculous, like, hey, you're going to have to return the whole product and we'll send you a replacement after we receive it and we can evaluate your complaint. All right, so there you have it. I am excited to do more products with my Haochin fiber laser and this awesome enclosure. No more metal dust floating around the shop, and all those pesky reflected light beams are now contained. Do you have an enclosure for your laser? Is it something you've thought about investing in as well? Please let me know down in the comments. Or if you have any questions about this enclosure or the fiber laser, please ask those as well. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to keep up with my adventures in directed technology. As always, I've enjoyed the time that we get to spend together here on the channel. Let's keep on learning, burning, and printing together. Take care, everyone.